Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
All right.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
What's going on, everybody? I'm back. After 49 days, I have returned. And I want to thank everybody for sending me well wishes and condolences and everything that's happened in the last 49 days. It has really meant a lot to me. Me and my families went through a lot of stuff with the passing of my brother. And then about a week ago, I lost another man that I loved as much as a brother. So I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, but without my YouTube brothers and sisters and my family and my friends, I don't think I would have gotten through it. And I just want to take a minute and say thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for helping me get through this. God bless y'all. And let's meet some people. We got a couple people sitting out back in the backstage. First, we got Voggs. How you doing, brother?
Good. Glad to see you back, Tony. Glad everything's turning around, and we love you, brother.
It's great to be back. And finally, from across the pond, we've got Dr. Von Hoot. How you doing, brother?
I muted myself there for a second. I'm awesome, mate. It's always a pleasure. It's great to have you back. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do that. Before we get to the chat, I'm going to do my special message because we all tend to do this. So let's do our special hello to the chat.
Hello there.
Hello.
And first of all, starting us off, we have Las Cruces. He chimed in at 10:12 a.m. saying hooray. Then he came back at 12:59 saying woohoo. We got Voggs, who's in the panel and on the chat. We got Las Cruces saying hello from New Mexico. Our buddy Wellbore, how you doing? We got the Godfather and the founder of the CBC Awards himself, Mr. Brian LCS. And I'm going to take a minute because later on I'm doing a live unboxing of this box. It was the July giveaway box from Brian LCS. Trev won the duck race, and then he prize tagged me. So I got the goodies from Brian. So thank you, Brian. Thank you, Trev, for that generosity. And we're going to unbox that thing. I already pre-cut it, but we're going to get into that. As DVH would say, we're going to crack into that, and we're going to see what's in there. We have Dead Man Comic Cover Show. How you doing? It's good to be back, Brian. And we got Collecting with Durs. Tony and Voggs and Hoot. Oh, my. I hope Durs isn't too tired from his trip to SummerSlam last night, which we probably will be talking about SummerSlam. I
can't wait to talk to Durs about it just to see how it was in person. See,
and that's the thing. I kind of want to talk about it, but I kind of want to wait till Durs' show.
Yeah,
coincidentally, everybody, which will be at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central on Durs' channel. So go check it out.
I know you two will be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there. And here's my mom. Another thing I didn't mention at the beginning. Hi, son, and the other guys. One of the things I didn't mention is she had, on the 18th of July, she had a heart valve surgery. And then she had to go back in last week because of some infection. But she says she feels 100% better than she did before.
That's wonderful news. Tony's been keeping me up to date on it, and I'm happy to hear that you're on the mend because that's serious business, and we need the good people to be around for a long time.
Yeah, I started thinking about everything that me and the families went through since June 21st, and it's just one thing right after the other, and then mom's surgery. So yeah, I mean, it's great to have something good come out of this, and
Yeah, absolutely.
And Durs is wishing you a speedy recovery, Mom. So, I don't know really where to start. I mean, I've been so organized. I just want to do a live show. I just didn't pick any subjects to do a live show about. I haven't gotten any new comics, but I will show off some books that I've gotten through the mail for the last few weeks. Which, you know what, I'll just start. Unless y'all got something y'all want to show off?
Oh,
I mean, nothing in particular. The thing is, I did a big unboxing today, but I haven't put any of the content out, so it's.
I understand.
It's one of those things. The catch-22 of YouTubing.
Oh yeah, and I know. Well, you know what? Let's just start with this. Before I show off anything, well, we'll do the show off, and then we'll get to something else. Now, this is the stuff I've gotten over the last few weeks. Anybody that was familiar with Brian, he did a Kickstarter for his comic, The Doctor, that he wrote. So I got some cool stuff from that for supporting that, and I will be supporting issue 2. Y'all got to read it. It's awesome. If you thank you for. I'm gonna say thank you for Brian for supporting it. If you supported it, if not, he may. I don't know. He may still have some available. Brian, you can say something in the chat if you do. We got these nice stickers.
Cool.
The bookmark. This is what did I just do with it? Oh, got the nice coin.
Nice.
And it was interesting, not without revealing too many spoilers. When he said he was calling it The Doctor and that it was about superheroes, my first thought was that, I don't know why, but my mind went to like Shadow Doctor, where he was just basically a doctor that probably patched up superheroes. But I like where he went with the story because I wasn't expecting that, and it was pretty cool. But I got 3 covers. I don't know which one's which, and they're all autographed. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then this one, I don't know who did these covers. I believe, did they say Justin Birch did the lettering?
yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
And then that nice Wolverine #1 homage.
That's easily my favorite. I love it.
Yeah,
It's really
no,
cool.
I was like,
Now, before reading the book, I actually made a comment to Brian before saying that right here in the hand, I said it would have been cool if he would have been holding a syringe. But after reading the book, he did it right this way.
It's very cool. I've got that coming, I think. I've got the same pack as you, I believe. I also support the Kickstarter. And I can't wait to get my hands on those stickers because I am absolutely 100% a sticker person.
Well,
Same here.
what are these sticker people? I mean, I've never heard of them. I mean,
well, you're looking at one. I'm a sticker person.
I'm a stickler for a sticker.
I'm going to show off some more books. I got these. I won Chris the Comic Vets giveaway that he does monthly, and these are just a few of the books that were in it. And there was this nice Gerald Perala exclusive of X-23. I like that.
Nice.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
this might be the only issue of the thing I have in my collection, but it was pretty cool. Where he quits the Fantastic Four.
Nice.
Now this was cool. First appearance of Throg, the Frog of Thunder. And I'm going to show this one, even though I'd already bought one, but I had some nice Jenny Frison.
Yes, Jenny Frison.
I'm
I
going to
don't
keep.
think I've ordered that. I really should have. It's
I'm a
Well,
very
huge
nice.
Frison
DDH,
fan.
let me know if you didn't order it because I have an extra. I'm going to keep this one because Chris gave it to me, but the one I bought, I'm already setting you up a package to send to you. Hopefully, one of these
Well, thank you
days.
very much.
I'll
Yeah,
throw
that'd be
my
wonderful.
because I've got this and I've got the Foily Godzilla facsimile reprint. I have that as well. Extra of that.
It's funny because I sort of went off the boil with Frison for a little while, but then like in this last month or so, I've been obsessed with her work. So
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
I met Eric Heroes. I love all her covers.
I'm hoping that whatever Something That's Killing the Children I have in my file after 6 weeks is the Frison covers because I ordered them.
nice.
I got this Captain America 209, first appearance of Doughboy Primus, and Armin Zola.
Very
So
cool.
that's pretty cool. And then I got a Prism autograph that came with Chris's box. Scarlet Witch #1, autographed by Jenny Frism.
I met her in person. She's awesome.
Such
That's
a cool
gorgeous.
cover.
That
is wonderful.
I would love to meet her because I'd probably take every Something's Killing the Children book that she did.
I had one book for her this year because I was at Heroes for one day. I have like 6 lined up for next year.
And Durs said he had half a short box at this point, pulling every cover she does. Now, Durs is going to be the last ones I'm going to show off. While he was at Heroes Con, my brother did me a solid. I gave him some money. He got me this awesome Comics Curing Cancer, autographed by DJ Lynx, Mark from Legion of Comics, and Rob Fatstacks.
Fantastic.
Dude,
So thank you, sir.
I got to Heroes late that day, but he got me the same thing signed, and I had to get Austin's to sign it too.
Oh, there we go.
I got the Austin.
I didn't get Austin's signature, but I mean, if I ever get to make it to Heroes Con and I see Austin, I'll have him sign it. A matter of fact, I'll probably, if I see anybody that did this book, I'll probably have them sign it.
Yeah, and
And
I
then
hope to meet you gents sometime.
Right now, my goal is to hit 2025. We'll see. With the way 2024 has went for me,
Onwards and upwards, though. You've got nearly a year. Let's hope.
The last thing I'm going to show is something that was really cool. When Durs sent me that, he sent me something else. He knows I love Kanto, and he sent me this nice Kanto 3 book that is autographed by, I'm going to say the guy's name wrong, David Boer or something like that.
Tremendous.
That's so cool.
He knows I love Kanto,
Yeah.
and I recommend it to anybody. If you've never read it, you can pick up the trades. I need issues 2 through 6 of the first series, and I'll have everything of Kanto that has been put out. Looking forward also, that's another thing, is after 6 weeks, I'm looking forward to reading the newer issues of the new story. And but that's all I've got right now. Well, I mean, I guess I could show off, if I see where I put it. My birthday was last Wednesday. I turned 51. My buddy Tim got me this 40th anniversary Boba Fett figure.
So cool.
And then his girlfriend got me something. Now, got me this.
Yes.
And yes, it actually cycles through. I don't know how many.
I wonder how much that costs. I would love one of those one day.
They're not cheap, dude. But it cycles through all the different colors of the lightsaber. And yeah, I'm going to be making some videos. So
Yeah, I would too.
It's very cool.
I've already got some ideas.
I've seen that a few times now, and every time I'm like, that is really cool.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny? If someone would have called me a child for having that, I'd be like, no, you're a child because you don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to take a minute, and I'm going to thanks guys for. And actually, yesterday, okay, here's the funny thing. My birthday was on Wednesday, which is July 31st. My dad's birthday was yesterday. So if I would have waited 3 days before I was born, me and my dad would have the same birthday.
That's pretty cool.
But I was impatient. You know, I'm an impatient kid.
Yeah, you're like, let me out.
Let me out. So let's take a minute, and we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. It's been going on for about a week or so. I feel it needs to be addressed. So let's just get this out of the way. Yes, I've not been able to do a live show, and during San Diego Comic-Con, it has been revealed that Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Dr. Doom. Man.
But, I mean, if nothing good comes from it, at least that was a cool moment. Like, that was really cool.
That was a really cool moment, but I feel like, no offense, I may be the only one. I love RDJ, don't get me wrong. It's kind of lazy because I always think of him as Iron Man. But you know what? Like Hoot said, very cool unveiling. No one knew who it was. It's not like a guy who walks on stage and is like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Doctor Doom." No, they set it up perfectly where no one knew who it was, and it was like you had a bunch of people on stage dressed up as Doctor Doom, and you're like, "Okay, wait." You literally screw with your mind saying, "Who the heck is playing the real Doctor Doom?" You have to like narrow it down. Man,
Yeah.
what a cool reveal. What a
Well-
cool reveal.
Yeah, because I thought, I'd heard, I think it was Durs or somebody was talking about some Spawn stuff. Because, they talked about releasing the title of the Spawn movie being King Spawn.
King Spawn, yeah.
And then I seen that video and I went, holy crap.
Did you guys see the whole video where the people in the crowd were shouting? One was like, even you can hear the question mark in the tone. It's like, Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck.
I was like,
Oh,
no.
But I will ask a question, though. Because I mean, sure, why not? We've had people play multiple, we had people play different characters before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I mean, people have been recast as well, but this is not a recast. It's a new character. Doom hasn't been in the MCU proper, but, he's been, what was it? Julian McMahon did him in the first two Fantastic Four movies. I don't even remember who did him in the one I haven't watched that came out.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched it and I can't remember, so like.
But
it is what it is.
To me, I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a shot. It does seem kind of weird, but there's something there that we don't know about.
It's
as
interesting. Like I said, it was lazy, but it was a cool reveal. I'm just interested to see what direction they go with Dr. Von Doom and what they do, and how the story behind it. Like,
Well,
is it an alternate universe where Iron Man's like, you know what, screw it, I'm done.
I think it's important to bear in mind they want a sure thing, because they've lost a lot of money on some really quite dodgy, not very good films, frankly, and TV series, and they want a sure thing. So that's why RDJ.
Yeah,
and
A-list
you can't
actor.
blame them for that, can you? Really?
No,
I mean,
I agree. You want an A-list character to bring back the viewers and say, hey, yes, Marvel.
But the important thing is that they have a good story, well told. And
exactly.
To be fair, the Russos have been successful a lot doing that in Marvel. Like, they've made some of mine and a lot of other people's favorite films. So, like, if anybody can do it, let's give them a shot. Why not?
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree.
Like I was gonna say, like the meme said, he's a dude playing a dude.
Oh,
what was it?
Stop
I'm a
it,
dude
Lincoln
playing a
Ocean.
dude playing another dude.
I'm a dude playing another dude.
It's funny because I actually went back and watched Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
week
what
or
a
two
great
ago.
movie.
I love that movie. It's funny because I had to watch it on digital because I was like, how do I not own that?
I love Tropic Thunder.
But I am going to... go ahead,
controversially, I've only seen it once and I didn't really like it that much. So, like, I know everybody else seems to love it, but I didn't get it. But I digress.
It's a funny, stupid movie.
I think it's the absurdity of the movie itself that makes it...
Yeah. I did like Tom Cruise in it. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Matthew McConaughey was hell-bent to make sure Ben Stiller got that TiVo. I mean... I was like, oh, hell yeah, that's right. TiVo was a thing back then. Well, since I decided like 2 days ago to do a live show, I won't be doing the Converse Community Shoutouts or This Week in Comic History. That'll return next week. But I am going to shout out one thing, and I'm going to play the clip because I have to. We are 6 days away from the closing of the nominations for the CBC Awards. So you can go to cbcawards.org to nominate your favorite YouTube content creators. And I'm just going to play this. And I want to take a minute because I haven't been able to actually talk about this since I haven't done a live show, and say, last year I was, first time, my YouTube channel had just gotten started. I think last year was the first time I was eligible, and I got nominated twice, and that was cool. This year, 4 times.
How do you check how many times you've been nominated?
There's a list on the website that says it's like list of nominated channels, and you go through, and like I was nominated for the channel itself. I was nominated for the live show Into The Comiverse. I was nominated for the Tony's Comic Spotlight, which is pretty cool, which will return hopefully next week. And then me and DVH got nominated for the 300 subscriber giveaway.
Nice. I was actually nominated this year. I was shocked.
I know a certain wife who may have nominated you just yesterday, Tony.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah.
Well, I know a certain wife and a certain mom that nominated you.
Oh, well, that's very kind.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, dude, I'm fairly new in the comic books, but thank you, whoever is nominated.
Whether I make finalists or not, let me say it'd be cool. But, I mean, just to be nominated, it's freaking awesome.
Oh, it's great. It's great to be in the conversation. That's all you really want, is to have people, excited about your content. As a content, well, that's all I want. As a person that makes videos, I want people to, like watching them sometimes. So, it's cool.
And it's
really nice.
When I started doing this, I did it just to talk about comics and find people of like mind. And, we're all part of this community that we all like hanging out. And, hey, I enjoy hanging out with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And
except for those damn sticker people.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I'm a sticker person. I heard about that. I'm not really going to touch into that.
I wouldn't.
No.
But, when I did go watch the videos, and I have my own opinions that I will keep to myself. But everything that's been going on, I got a clip for that too. Since I've been away, it made me think of this.
I'm out of it for a little while. Everybody gets illusions of grandeur.
Grandeur. You're right, Han Solo.
Yeah. But, I mean, the only thing I'm going to say that really killed it for me was while I was gone for 49 days. I keep saying 49 because I actually counted the days. I'd actually come up with an idea that I was going to pitch to some of the people in the comic community, not live, but of a roast. I wanted to do like one live show every month but I was going to do it in the traditional, anybody that's ever watched a roast. You pick the person, I would contact them and go, hey man, would you like to be in a roast? And it would be the traditional, me and that person and then 8 other people roasting. And then after it's all over with, the person getting roasted gets the chance to do the roasting as well. The traditional.
Yeah, an actual roast.
Yeah, the Dean Martin roast.
I would love it.
But I don't know.
Because I could get roasted so hard because I'm so young.
And then I'd even do one where, maybe we could shift gears and somebody else could be the host and I get roasted. So, I mean,
I'd be down.
But after everything that happened, I was like, man, I don't know. That kind of killed the whole thing.
That'd be fun, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a good idea is a good idea, and it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Like, roasts aren't really a big thing here, so they're not really my cup of tea, generally speaking. But, if it was all organized properly and was a legitimate roast, I'd definitely watch it.
And let me go on record by saying this clipboard, I actually made this a few weeks ago before all this stuff happened because this is the clipboard that I'm going to use to write my story. I'm fixing to start writing it. I'm going to try to do like, careful, Tony. Now, I would not do anything. I would hope that I would try to not do anything that would be insulting to the comic community. Everybody's been gracious enough to accept me in. I'm not going to do anything that's going to be insulting. Now, if I have something serious I want to talk about, I will. But, I'm not here to ruffle any feathers. I'm here to spread the love of comics. But going back to this, I'm going to start writing my. I've got like 5 ideas in this head of mine that I need to get on paper, and I'm going to adopt the Gary B method, which I heard you say something about doing a page a day. But I'm going to try to do one step further and try to do like a chapter a day, because I don't know. This thing's going to start out as a short story, and we're going to see what it goes. And in the words of my favorite author, Ari Salvatore, I'm going to let the story tell itself. So I'll just keep writing, and then when I go, okay, that's good, I'm done.
Nice.
But it is a vampire western. I will say that.
Ooh.
And I don't know. I think I've talked to DVH a little bit about it. I don't know, but I've got a few ideas.
You did speak to me, and you had me at vampire, so I'm in.
Well,
sign me up. I'll read the hell out of it.
A few months ago, when I come up with the idea, I was like, I know they did movies like Cowboys versus Aliens, or Cowboys and Aliens and stuff like that, and I was like, has there ever really been any kind of horror aspect in the Old West? And I actually Googled it, and it brought up this movie from 1959 called The Curse of the Undead. And I watched it, and it was okay. It wasn't like the greatest thing I ever watched, but it was an effort. And but I've got a few ideas that I've ran through DVH and a couple other people, and they seem to like it. And I've been running this idea. Like, it was funny when I talked about it at work to some of my colleagues. They said, well, do you have an idea of what you want to do? And I said, well, no, not really. And then I proceeded to lay down the groundwork for the character. And they were like, well, I thought you hadn't been working on this. And I went, well, okay, maybe I have. So anyway, once I'm not going to report about it anymore until I have something to report. I want to, next time I talk about it, I want to go, okay, I've written such and such, and then we'll move on.
Excuse me.
But
I'm sorry, are we boring you, Vogs?
No, I went to bed too late. No, you guys never bore me.
I don't have any clever pictures since I didn't pay for my upgrade. So we want to talk about what we watched this week, or do we want to talk about SummerSlam?
I want to see what you got for.
We're both just like, we want to know what's in the box.
Oh, what's in the box? What's in the box? Okay, then we'll find out what's in the box. I can't use that clip because Brian uses it. What's in the box? All right, well, let's see here.
Dang. Dude, imagine if it was just a box. Yep, that's it. I'm done. Dang.
All right, first of all, we got a note from Brian LCS. Congrats on your win. This was a prize tag from Trev. Hope you are doing well. Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone, again. And watch me try to very badly. You know what? Here. I ain't got my good knife by me, which I normally do, but got to be very careful here. Like I said, it's an unboxing, so you know.
Yeah.
No, I was. This thing's been sitting on the couch for a few days, and hadn't gotten around to filming the video.
Dude,
so when
I would have been so itching.
Oh, I had been. So whenever I said, "Well, I'm going to do a live show," I went, "Hey, I'm going to save that for the live show." So, and if there's any significance for any of these books, somebody's going to have to let me know, okay? Because I already seen one that I know I already have, but it's cool.
Wow, that's a heck of a stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting. I had just seen 2 I already have. So let's just start off with.
Again, Hoot, it's awesome to share a panel with you today, man.
Oh, it's a pleasure, mate. It's awesome to see you in person. I don't do enough lives, really, so that's fine.
Let's see what Brian sent me. Start off with
Ooh.
Shadowland.
Shadowland #1. Second printing. I have no idea. It's got Daredevil in the.
I've never read it, but it's a big Daredevil story, isn't it?
I believe so.
Sounds like a good read.
I know nothing about it. Like I said, if anybody knows anything in the comments about these, feel free to shout it out. That's pretty cool. Okay, Batman: The 10-Cent Adventure. Now, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, this started the Bruce Wayne murderer storyline back in that day.
Yeah, and apparently that's the most printed comic of all time.
Really?
Yeah, they did loads of them.
That's cool.
Like, unless my memory's failing me, I could be just pulling that out of nowhere, but I believe it is.
I remember buying this when it came out,
Dead Man.
and I honestly don't remember if I have. Oh
What?
wow! It's a 40-book storyline. Wow. What's that? Red Robin #1. Okay, Batman Reborn. Red Robin #1. Okay, I'm assuming this is Tim Drake. That
Looks like
cool. I like the cover. That's a nice cover. That is
I'm not
nice.
familiar, but I'll take your word for it.
I believe it was Tim that went by Red Robin. I don't remember. At one point in time, like Damien was Robin, and I think Tim was Red Robin. Ooh, Blood Metal. I do know this one. I think I have this one, but this is a better copy. Because the other one's been well read. This was a 2-issue limited series. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this went into it either directed into the cable monthly series or the Executioner song, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of the two.
I mean, I don't know, but I want to say Executioner song, but I don't know. But
if I'm not mistaken, this was like sometime in the Executioner song when Cable comes back, he was coming back from this, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty cool. Oh, $20.99 unlimited, #1. First appearance of Hulk, $20.99, and I do have with this already, and I will take an extra.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hello. What's going on, Rich?
What's up?
I'm just
Welcome
showing
back,
off.
Tom.
Thank you, sir. Good to be back. I'm just showing off what I got from Brian's mystery box. It says because Trev won the Brian's monthly giveaway and then price tagged me. That was pretty cool. And Cliff's saying Daredevil possessed by a demon, Shadowland. Okay, Fantastic Four: The Bride of Doom Part 3. That is nice.
That's cool.
And I do remember this storyline. That was pretty cool. He invited the Fantastic Four to his wedding. I believe, is it, what's the name of the lady that he's marrying? I want to say Vengeance, but that's wrong. Valeria or something.
I don't remember.
No idea.
I can't remember her name, but she's like part of his security, which was pretty cool. Next up, we got Thor, Werewolf the Frost Giants #1. I don't know nothing. It's Thor, but that's all I can tell you.
Who's the writer? Is that Gillen?
I don't know who the writer is. Let's see. Ralph Macchio
Oh,
is
yeah.
the writer.
Okay, that was
Todd
Not
Knock
the
is the
Karate
artist.
Kid.
No, not the Karate Kid.
Oh,
But and Todd Knock did the cover or did the art. It looks nice. I like that. Next up, Green Arrow #1 from DC Rebirth. That's a nice cover.
yeah. It is.
guys.
that's
I,
awesome.
I have to switch devices, so I'm going to drop off and then sign back on in a second. So,
All right, cool.
all right, be right back.
All right. It seems like I've got like a Green Arrow #1 for Quiver. I've got the #1 for his first monthly series, and then the new one that came out last year? I got that. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Captain-
I like that.
That is nice. I'm all about me some Captain America.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have this one or not. I have a lot. This is from Volume 5. I know this is when Bucky was Cap. And there's a lot of them I don't have. I was able to finally track down his first appearance. Say his name and he appears. I believe in C. Bizzle.
Joe Hendry is copyright infringed. I do not approve.
You don't like him? I don't either. He's annoying.
I love Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I believe in Joe Hendry.
Parallax. Tales of the Sinestro Corps. Parallax #1. The Fall of Kyle Rayner. I've never seen this before. But I do remember when Hal was Parallax.
Yeah, I mean, that can't be a bad read.
No.
I love that era of Green Lantern.
Yeah, I did. That when he turned evil, I was like, man, I hated that. But I mean, what do you expect? I mean, after seeing his entire town and everybody in Coast City get nuked during the Reign of the Superman storyline, it kind of and that's funny too because I believe what is that 3-issue series? It's called Emerald Twilight, where he has the rings and everything, where he's trying to get all the rings.
Yeah.
I need to get those 3 issues. I don't have any of them.
Rob, we were on Mad Spidey, and Rob, I think, put those in his giveaway bin, or 2 of them.
Yeah, I'd love to get because I know one of them is Kyle's first appearance as a Green Lantern, and then I know I don't have those, but I got the few issues later where Kyle found something in his refrigerator. But we won't go there. All right. Oh, cool. Star Wars Yoda #8 variant. That is nice.
I mean, I'm not really a Star Wars guy, but that's a cracking cover. That's really awesome.
And I've only just started jumping back into reading the Star Wars books. I know the Star Wars main series, they were doing the Trial of Lando Calrissian. And then the Darth Vader was doing the Raising of Exegol, where him and some of his crew with the Exegol, which I haven't read the last one of that. I know from what I've been understanding is after issue 50, there's supposed to be a new jumping on point, and they're supposed to like all the Star Wars books after Star Wars 50 and Darth Vader 50. It's supposed to jump to another time period.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean,
I
might be tempted at that point to hop on and start it because it feels a little bit impenetrable to me because there's so much Star Wars stuff that I don't know where to start.
I don't know if this is supposed to be like after Return of the Jedi because it shows Vader's helmet. All right, next up we have Peace Momoko, Demon Wars #1, The Iron Samurai. I collected a couple of these, but I didn't collect all of them, so that'd be pretty cool.
Did she do the interiors on that as well?
I want to say yes, because I believe she did all the interiors for all the Demon Wars books. Yeah.
Rich, are you in the dojo?
Am I in a dojo?
Yeah.
The
I remember
is a dojo.
I remember getting like the Demon Days Mariko, and I might have gotten one more, but I didn't really get a lot of them. Okay, here's one that I've never heard of. This is Billy the Kid #1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I want to say that Scotty Vaughan's had the dude that wrote it on his channel before.
Okay.
I just realized your sticker people are my people hashtag.
Yeah. I always put these funny, those little hashtags down there, and like one time I put on there "this space for rent." Okay, we got Marvel Saga #13.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. This might be the only Marvel Saga I have. That is pretty cool. I've still got a few more.
Wow.
Plastic Man #1. I didn't even know they had a new Plastic Man. That's pretty funny.
I love that cover. That's great fun.
That is cool.
That's so.
I grew up watching the Plastic Man cartoon when I was a kid, so I mean.
Oh, nice.
I knew about Plastic Man before I knew about Elongated Man, so I mean.
Yeah, there was Plastic Man and the Super Friends.
Yeah.
All right, right out back to back.
Now this next one, I know the team. I just don't think I've ever read this one. This is Power Pack Outlawed #1.
Yeah, that's a Brian Stegman cover.
That is not. It's a nice cover. My eye. And then 4 more. We've got Batman 80-page giant. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Also starring the GCPD Penguin and Scarface. I don't know who did the cover, but that is a nice Batman cover. Then oh wow, okay. This will make Durs happy. It's an Image first reprint, but it still counts. Geiger #1.
Cool.
That is cool.
I have not read any of the Geiger stuff. I feel like I need to. Yes.
Tony, come on.
I've gotten like Durs sent me the 3 covers of like Redcoat, Rook Exodus, and the Geiger, but yeah, I guess I need to jump on that.
Now's the time, mate, before it all goes crazy expensive. So get the trades even. They're so good. Read them online. Just get them read.
Just get them read. There's a new Plastic Man miniseries out soon, 4 issues. Cool. And we got here. Wow, okay.
That's awesome.
I was gonna say this would probably be a Cliff cover.
Hamburger Superman.
Tales of the Sinestro Corps, Superman Prime #1. I know no idea what this is about, but I'm assuming it's Superman Prime.
Yeah, awesome. Superman is now known as Man because there's no S on his chest.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Imagine if that was the story. They're like, you are not Super.
And the last one, House of Slaughter #12.
Ooh.
And this is the one I do have. And I haven't picked up a few issues of House of Slaughter, but this is a guilty pleasure. It's still an excellently written book, and I need to pick up the ones I've missed. And,
it's a great cover.
Yeah, it is. And that is the stack. I want to take a minute once again to thank Brian and Trev, the shipping guru, for price tagging me. That blew my mind when I found out. So thank you guys.
Yep, that's awesome.
I appreciate it.
It's a great stack. Everybody sub up Brian LCS and Trev, the shipping guru, if you haven't already.
Because we're all sticker people.
Yeah.
I just want to know how you guys win all the freaking time.
Well, I was price tagged, so I didn't actually win.
Rich, ask Las Cruces. Hopefully he can tell.
Yeah, Las Cruces has the formula for the mathematical formula for that.
Sticker people.
What was like who?
Has that guy lost any subs since this drama started, or not really?
I doubt it. But let's avoid
I think
the actual conversation.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. I have respect for anybody that's having to deal with that, and anyway, well, there is such a thing as karma, you know.
Yeah.
So,
just works too slow sometimes.
Yeah. Now, not what, Cliff? Not white?
Not cute.
Oh, it said he gained 400.
Oh.
No. Yeah, I mean, is what it is. I mean, like I said,
I couldn't unsub him because I unsubbed him like 2 years ago because I saw his content and I kind of was like, yeah, this guy is, just leave it at that.
I'm exactly the same. I wasn't subbed to him just because I'd already seen his content and realised it wasn't for me. So
Look, I'm going to mention this just because, I mean, Brian's on the channel, and I didn't like what he said about the award show. And the irony being that if you go down the list, he is a nominee.
Yeah.
Probably nominated himself.
Who knows? I actually, when I went through the list, prior to everything going, I watched some of the stuff and I found some of it entertaining. I'm going, did you? And I asked myself, did you do it? I don't remember. I
mean, the reality is the guy is doing something that appeals to a lot of people. Doesn't appeal to me. I'm not saying that, but that it's okay for him to exist and stuff. Like he doesn't need my permission to do it either. But
I'm not going to hate it. I'm not going to hate on anybody. My personal viewpoint on it is, and some people may disagree with me or agree with me, he didn't talk about me, which doesn't really bother me. Personally, if he had talked about me, it still wouldn't have mattered to me either, because as I'm trying not to sound arrogant, but the way I actually believe is for something to actually bother me, I have to value that person's opinion. Like if Vogs or Rich or DVH or Durs or somebody come up to us and look, Tony, I need to talk to you about something. Then I'd be like, okay, cool, dude. Let's talk because I value your opinions. But that guy, nah, I don't care.
Well, it would also mean you're famous if someone else talks bad about you.
So,
Something like that.
what's the plan now, Tony?
Cliff said that a-ho gained subs, and then he said no to Superman Prime. It is not a sexy cover. Cliff has spoken. Okay. So let's talk about SummerSlam, or
I didn't watch it, but I can talk about it.
we can talk about SummerSlam. I mean, I could talk about. I've been watching The Boys. I just finished Hero Gasm, and that was a weird episode. So I'm almost caught up. I watched a couple episodes of Lucifer. I watched Beverly Hills Cop. I keep calling it Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Yeah.
Which led me down the
isn't it? Like, let's be honest.
Now, which led me down the rabbit hole to go watch the other three. Hey, Izzy, how you doing, brother? Now, I'm probably going to say something that a lot of people's not going to agree with, and I am loud. Don't discriminate. I'm going to say something. Now, I love 4. It was a great throwback, or actual F. It was a great callback, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of nods to the first film or the other films. I love the fact that apparently he really loves it. To see the Chevy Nova was completely restored. I love that. Oh, yeah, I forgot spoilers. Apparently he loves that Nova so much that he named his daughter's middle name was Nova when you see it on the driver's license. So I thought that
Does anybody want to? I know it's old, but has everyone on the panel seen Deadpool Wolverine yet?
Not me.
Nope.
But
I've seen every possible spoiler you can imagine. So I'm good.
Oh yeah, I have to. But I was going to point out unpopular opinion. This is just my own. Going back down the rabbit hole, watching 1, 2, and 3. Love 1, love 2. 3, I'm going to say when it came out, I didn't particularly enjoy it. But for the first time, I watched it and I didn't understand why I hated it so much because I actually loved it. So I mean,
it isn't a good film by any stretch of the imagination, but you can get enjoyment out of it. It's not impossible to watch or anything. It's just not very well made.
No, I mean, you could tell that by the writing and stuff that it had started running its course.
Mm-hmm.
But the car should not even be running. I have no idea what that means.
I think it's about the Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, yeah, he's right. Well, yeah. But I love that car.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I love like the little throwbacks, have any of y'all seen Beverly Hills, the new one?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I jumped on it as soon as it came out. I can't.
The reason I didn't watch it is I tried watching the new Coming to America and it was terrible, so I had no desire.
Oh yeah, that is a harder watch.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one, but
it's not a classic or anything, Rich, but it is a good sequel to Beverly Hills Cop 1. Basically, it's around the level of 2 in quality. It's a little bit too long, needs a little bit of tightening in the edit and some of the script, but it's a good action flick at the end of the day that's quite fun and funny in places. Worth a watch.
Oh yeah.
I finally watched the newest Mission Impossible, and that was pretty good.
See, I'm way behind on that. I haven't watched them since 3.
Oh wow! Oh, you're missing out, Tony.
I haven't seen all of them, but the last one I saw, I haven't watched them all either. Was Ghost Protocol, where they're in Dubai.
Well, you know
that's the Spider-Man one when he pretends he's Spider-Man up the building, right?
Is that the
Dubai?
Yeah. Okay, I may have seen 4.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, the one
What's
about
the newest one? I'm trying to think what it was.
Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning.
Yeah.
Are they done or are they continuing for a few more?
No. I mean, it's literally one half of the film, really.
So
like a way too long film, but that's not the point.
They might have left it open where Captain Carter kind of takes the helm. Like,
oh wow.
Do you think they kill off Cruz?
They don't kill him off, but the way was it Haley Atwell, whatever her name is, she kind of joined the secret team or whatever at the end of the movie. So
And they
No,
they
sorry to
shot
spoil
both
it,
films basically simultaneously. So, like, I mean, it took a really long time for them to shoot those movies, and I think they've just wrapped it up all about now. So, I think it's next year it comes out, the second part of it.
See, the funny thing is I'd let my Netflix subscription go. So I got it back to watch the new season of Cobra Kai, and then my wife watched the new Ghostbusters, which I hadn't watched yet. I forgot about Beverly Hills Cop being on there, so I got that. And then I seen Godzilla -1. So guess what I'm watching tonight?
Do it.
You know what's awesome is my parents got me a new small TV for my room, and I didn't have Netflix before. Now I do.
Oh,
I
sweet.
just want. Can I talk about Cobra Kai and Ghostbusters for a second?
Go ahead.
Cobra Kai. It was only that 5-episode. Because it's 3 parts.
Yeah, they're cutting it into 3 parts. I didn't know that.
Other than that last episode, it was bad, man. And I love Cobra Kai.
I
love every. Oh
Cobra
yeah,
Kai, but you're absolutely right. Like,
And then the Ghostbusters, with Paul Rudd, I literally tried watching it like 5 times and fell asleep each time.
I
That's
refuse.
that's
to
the one
watch
in
any-
New York, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
I
so I can't
refuse to
comment,
watch the new Ghostbusters because the originals were so good.
well, I know I liked the one before it,
Yeah, the last one was really
and
good. It
I
was a
know
really
my
good-
wife has really enjoyed these last 2 they've done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. I've already watched Godzilla. Is it Godzilla X Kong? I liked it, but I've been just waiting to watch Godzilla -1. So
I didn't watch these movie series because I didn't really watch them or get into them. But I saw the trailer for the new Aliens movie. Oh, what is
Yes.
it? Aliens.
Romulus.
Romulus looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
You've not seen the other Aliens films?
No,
Really?
I know it's crazy.
I've watched all of them. I watched Prometheus. I have not seen Alien Covenant.
All right.
Is that what it
Yeah,
was?
that's
That what
worth
it
a
was
watch.
called?
Yeah.
And if there's any other after Covenant, I haven't watched any.
You should definitely watch Alien and Aliens vlogs. Like, I mean, you
feel
should
like I
definitely make a point of making it happen because
Oh,
they
yeah.
are absolutely outstanding classics. Like,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no way around it.
Aliens
Yeah.
was oh man, that's like one
Yeah.
of the best sequels ever made, except for Empire Strikes Back. That's my opinion. Somebody finna hate me.
I can't abide Resurrection, to be honest. Like, that's a pretty badly made movie. But
Well, she says a line in there that makes me laugh every time I hear it, but I can't repeat it.
I saw a trailer for a new show on FX that looks pretty good. If you guys watch FX shows, Jeff Bridges. It's called The Old Man. I have no idea what it's about, but it's
Got
Jeff
Jeff
Bridges.
Bridges in it, yeah.
Isn't
I heard,
that already out on Star?
Maybe.
Am I thinking about something else? No, Jeff Bridges did a show that's on Disney Plus over here, and I thought it was the Old Man. I'm gonna have to Google it, but it might just be
Someone
re-released.
said they're
on
making a
FX.
new Tron movie soon.
I've heard rumors.
That'd be cool.
I heard it's like I heard they're making a Terminator anime.
Did you
Yeah,
like?
I mean, the trailer's out for the anime. That's
Okay.
really good.
Did
Yeah.
you guys like
It
the
looks-
newest Tron that came out a few years ago?
It's all right.
It's been a minute since I watched it, but I didn't have any problems with it.
Just
Oh,
watch
did
it.
you?
I've never really been a fan of Tron. Like, every time I've tried to love it, it just doesn't. Like, I like the music in the new Tron movie. I'll give it that. I think the music was really cool. But I thought it was quite long and not that interesting, to be honest.
And I'm just sitting here
Sorry.
thinking. I said Aliens is one of the greatest sequels ever made, and I'm sitting there thinking, wait a minute, DVH said yesterday what the greatest sequel ever made was.
Well, yeah, I say that every day to myself. Grease 2
What sequel?
is the greatest sequel ever made.
What is it?
That's not... Grease 2.
Grease 2 is terrible.
Grease 2 is the greatest movie ever made.
Oh my god. It should be like deleted from the archive, man. It was so bad.
Oh, yeah, well, we're different people, Rick. What can I say? It's a masterpiece.
It's a travesty.
Yeah.
Every time DVH reads from the novel, for some reason the song "Reproduction" pops in my head.
I love that song so much.
That or Cool Rider.
Cool Rider. Cringeworthy, man.
But we got Michelle Pfeiffer, man.
That's the only good thing that came out of the movie.
And not
Except
to
for everything else about it.
not to belittle anything, because like Cliff said, we had Maxwell Caulfield.
Yeah.
And the only thing I knew him from was Grease 2 and when he was on Dynasty of the Colbys. Yeah, he was on.
There was Adrian Zemed, who was in.
He was in T.J. Hooker.
T.J. Hooker, yeah.
Yeah. I always knew him as Romano, and then I seen Grease 2, and I was like, well, okay.
You know, in order for a sequel to be, a great sequel, you got to be better than the first. And
it's way better than the first. That's my point.
Man, this is the UK healthcare system twisting your brain or something, man. That's just.
Yes, they are.
That was great. All right, so DVH, what did you think about SummerSlam?
I thought it was okay, honestly. Like
I
nothing blow away good. Like
Really?
there was like one or two matches that were a bit better than above average.
Yeah.
So it was all okay. I'll give it that. I think part of the problem was a lot of the matches were a little bit mismatched.
Yeah.
In so much as like I don't believe in certain characters involved. Like I don't believe that Liv Morgan can beat Rhea Ripley. It just doesn't, like, I don't believe that she's on the same sort of level. So it doesn't make sense to me to have a back and forth that is.
I didn't watch it, but I agree. I love Liv Morgan. She's fun, but no way she's on the same level as Rhea. Rhea's a whole different beast.
Well,
I'm really excited to talk to Durs about it later, because obviously he had the perspective of being there in person, which is always a unique experience. And
of course, we had like Bailey taking on Nia Jax. Come on, we knew.
Well, Nia Jax is like a death sentence to me, in so much as like I like the way she looks, but she just doesn't have the agility to back it up. Like it's all very plodding and sort of. You know what you're going to get every Nia Jax match, and if you're lucky, she doesn't injure somebody, which is I guess a good thing by the end of it. But like, she's a risk,
Did she
or at
hurt
least has
Bailey?
been in the past.
Did she hurt Bailey?
Not as far as I know, but in the past she has hurt a lot.
Yeah,
more than I would care.
I don't watch wrestling like a lot. Hasn't she been warned multiple times? Like,
I don't know.
I'm sure it's come up, but I mean, she wasn't with the company for a certain period because they sort of soured on her at a certain point. But that could be just as like Vince being Vince.
Yeah.
So who knows whether it's.
When's the next pay-per-view? Not for a while, right?
4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. They're going to Berlin.
Yeah, they've got the big Berlin show. That'll be good with Gunther on top. That'll be.
Yeah, I was gonna say spoiler.
Well, I mean, he's definitely going to be on top of that card. I'm not spoiling the outcome of the matches, but
some of the matches ended the way I thought they would, but they didn't actually end how I thought they would.
Yeah.
Someone, I think I read on social media. Is it true? What's his name? Priest is done with Judgment or with whatever.
Judgment Day. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Judgment Day has imploded.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll see, like in the story. Right.
Yeah. But for full spoilers, you can watch Dur's show at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central.
Yeah. I'm trying to be non-spoilery there, but
did you ever go to any of the events in the UK, DVH?
Yeah, I've got. I'm going to see Rev Pro next Sunday, which is MJF versus. What's his name? Oh, that's really going to annoy me.
You went to AEW show too.
Yeah, I'm going to AEW All In, which is at the end of this month, which is their big Wembley show, Wembley Stadium, and I saw it last year. I don't go to WWE shows because I don't give WWE my money until Vince has nothing to do with the company. I won't give them any of my money. I've got a blanket rule about it.
Now, I thought he was completely out of it now.
He still owns some of stock in the company.
Okay.
So it's not a like he doesn't have any control. He just has some stock left. Is the gist of it at this point.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, guys, what else y'all want to talk about? Rich, you got anything you want to show off, or?
I always have something I can show off.
I was gonna say I didn't ask the guys if they had anything they want. I know DVH said he made some videos.
Yeah,
I showed this on Durz's stream last week or the week before. But
oh yeah, that is nice.
First,
Black Panther.
T'Challa, Black Panther, 5-0.
That is sweet.
I want that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I keep eyeing it up on eBay. That kind.
So this is one of those books I wanted, like, you know, when all the MCU movies were huge and COVID hit, and this book in a 5.0 was probably like $2,000 back in like 2022, and now it's back to where it should be.
It's a good price now, yeah.
Yeah, it's back to where, you know, it was before COVID.
I was gonna say I have that too, but in the words of Digger Jim, it's a reprint.
Yeah, I have a reprint too. I finally got a real one. And then funny thing is my birthday was a few days ago, and somebody at work thank you. Somebody at work made this for me because I dressed up as Wolverine like 2 years ago, and then he photoshopped me.
Oh hell!
I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He photoshopped me with the background prop. Thought that was pretty interesting.
Nice.
That is nice.
So, but that's it. That's all I got. You know, I like the new stuff and the non-slab stuff. I'm you know, OCD, and I get stuff and I file it. So it's like I know I have new stuff, but it's filed away already.
Where'd you put the head pool?
Head pool is on my my rack over here. I'm mobile, so I can go over there and show you.
Oh,
nice.
Cool. That is
Up there.
cool. That is sweet.
I actually did a basement tour video a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I
people.
saw that.
People
I have
ask.
got one thing that I don't know whether I brought this up or not, but I'm just wondering if any of you have seen this movie.
Hold on.
Night of the Eagle.
No, I've never heard of it.
Night of the Eagle. It's also called Burn Witch Burn. I think that's the American title, Burn Witch Burn. I saw this movie on TV here late night one time when I was about 19, and never since. And I've just picked it up on Blu-ray. It's just been released here. So I'm really intrigued as to whether it sort of holds up. I mean, that's what, 21 years ago, like at least.
So it's got to be better than Grease 2. So, you know.
Oh, come on. Don't make me break out the Grease 2 stuff. I'll do it. But yeah, I'm really excited to see this again. Yeah, I was just wondering whether you'd ever heard of it.
No, I've never heard of it.
It's in black and white, and it came out in, looks like 62. So it's quite late for a black and white movie. But yeah, I just remember thinking it was very strikingly gothic and sinister. But we'll see.
That's cool. Well, I guess we've reached the hour, so we'll go ahead and wrap up. We'll start with you, DVH. Tell us what you got coming up on the Spiral Dimension.
I'm going to be on with Durs in a little while. That'll be fun because I want to talk to him about SummerSlam. I'm very excited about that. Tomorrow, we'll have an unboxing, which includes an amazing AOK from Rob Fatstacks. So I'm super excited to show you all that because it's really cool. And there's a slab and some other stuff, but it's all about the AOK. It's really fun. What else? The Parliament of Mouths will be back next Saturday, and hopefully Tony and Rich and Vogs even, if you fancy coming on, like we can sort it out. It'll be a good time.
What time do you guys come on?
It's 4 p.m. Central here in my time.
Yeah.
So I'm Eastern.
So it'll be 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 o'clock.
DVH, I'll let you know what wait a minute, one sec.
What day is that, DVH?
Saturday.
It's tough.
Yeah, but every Saturday. You guys are welcome because I know you and
DVH, can you just I get off at work at 2:30. I think I should be able to make it.
Okay. Well, that'll be fun. We'll have a rotating crew of people to pop in and have a chat.
I'll message you after the show.
Awesome. So yeah, that is it's 10 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. Central.
It's
what
hard.
I'm hearing from
I
Tony.
know. Time to...
Yeah. So that's it, really.
All right, Vogs, what you got coming up, brother?
Just a bunch of mail days coming up. I have to post from like old. I do sports cards and comics, but mainly comics now. So it'll be sports cards, videos, and then comic calls and stuff I've got in like The Doctor and other comics I picked up. But yeah, DVH, I'll message you.
Cool.
But yep, that's it. And then yeah, I'm on a lot of different shows during the week. I mean, a lot, like 10 plus shows. But like the main one I'm on is Paul and the 619 and his amazing friends on Tuesday night.
Cool. Rich, what you got coming up, brother?
Well, as you guys know, I do a lot of cleaning and pressing videos, but I want to try to get some consistency around it. So I'm going to always drop one on Tuesday.
All right.
Cool.
5, 6 o'clock. So I have some consistency to my channel because I don't really have any right now. And then on August 31st, I am on Only Slabs for the second time.
Oh,
and
cool.
to throw some shade at Brian, I will not be showing any repeated books that I showed already.
That reminds me, I am also on Only Slabs soon.
That's right,
on the 17th,
Yeah.
and I
repeats.
also will not be showing any books that I showed last time. So,
And then on, I think it's like September 5th or 6th, we got the community fantasy football draft. So that should be fun. But that's it. That's what I got going on.
Cool.
And then obviously here with you, Tony.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, as for me, I don't have anything no new videos made yet. I'm working on a cool video where I get to play with my new
Tony,
toys.
I've got to run. I'm sorry to interrupt.
All
See you guys.
See you later.
See you, Boggs.
I'm going to play with my new toy in the video. I've got an idea in my head of what I want to do with these videos. Hopefully it'll come out when I'm done. Hopefully this coming Saturday or the Saturday after that, I'm going to restart the Tony's Comic Spotlight. I'm going to leave it where I left off because originally the next one was supposed to be Batman #1 from 1940. So that'll be the one where I'll be talking about the stories of the first appearance of the Joker and Catwoman, aka, and during that time she was just referred to as the Cat. And then I'll be on the Parliament of Mouse, hopefully that night. And then, hold on, excuse me. And then next Sunday, we'll be back here with another episode of Into the Comiverse. And the theme, this was going to be the theme before everything started happening and I canceled all my YouTube stuff. But it's going to be the anatomy of a superhero because I did one on supervillains. So we're going to find out or try to discover what makes a superhero a superhero. We'll see how that works. And then that's pretty much it. I know me and DVH was talking on one of Izzy's shows for his fights. We were kind of joking about going head to head maybe in the future. I can't do anything in August because it's a Wednesday show.
I think chances are I'm not going to be able to do anything in September. So we'll see whether it happens or not.
Yeah, Wednesdays don't work for me either because I'd love to be on that and try to talk some smack and school somebody. But
it would be fun.
Yeah. But if you get a chance, go to Izzy's channel and check out, what is it called? Fight?
Comic Book Fights, I think, or something like that.
Yep. And like I said before, you've got 6 days left to nominate your favorite YouTube content creators for the CBC Awards. You can go to www.cbcawards.com to nominate. And thank you once again for everybody for nominating me and everybody else. It's greatly appreciated. And DVH and everybody else. There's like 500 nominees.
Excuse me. I didn't even vote yet, so I gotta vote like this week before the time's up.
Yeah. And I'm gonna thank everybody. Rich, DVH Vlogs for hanging out on the panel. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and commenting in the chat. I want to thank everybody who's watching this on the replay. Thank you all for supporting the channel. I want to thank everybody that reached out to me during my, sabbatical, with condolences and well wishes. Y'all don't know how much it meant to me. It got me through it. And it's just a day-by-day thing, and I will get through it. And I just want to say thanks to everyone, and we're going to end it with a little bit of Turtles. So we'll see y'all next Sunday.
Well, dudes, I'd say that's pretty much a wrap. Yep. Cowabunga?
Cowabunga!
Yeah!
Cowabunga!